Hey everyone, welcome back. Sean with BlueRidgeSilverhound. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I want to take a little time to talk about the market because we are living in extraordinary times. And, the market has been performing way above expectations. I'm not going to lie to you, it all sounds like a fairy tale dreamland kind of skit we're living in with how easily a lot of the legitimate errors and varieties and just all coins in general have been performing as of late. And compared to the balance of other collectibles and just general investing, the stock market in all of its different forms, the NYSE, NASDAQ, the S&P 500, things like that, along with crypto, and then all of the retirement accounts, 401ks are getting hammered right now. Coins has always seemed to be one of the most reliable assets out there. Now, I could talk about this in every single video for about the next 6 months until the market decides to finally quiet down and take a breather. Because as fun as the ride has been, when this thing continues to go up, it's going to get to a point where it will go down. And that thought has never crossed my mind. I'm not completely living in the ether of what's going on. I'm a realist, like a lot of people. I don't want to feel like that. This is something that's sustainable over the long term, because we're seeing unprecedented price levels for coins in general. But I want to take some time to address a comment that was made on one of my videos. Now, I'm not personally triggered by it, but it's intriguing enough that it certainly deserves its own topic of conversation. Go ahead and take a look at this comment that was made on my video about the nasty 2022 Washington quarter error details revealed video that I posted about a day ago. And by the way, hopefully you guys are enjoying the run of videos I'm uploading for you here the last couple days. Got a lot to talk about, and pretty crazy as it seems. But Mike's POV had mentioned the coin error market has tanked, in case you haven't noticed. Well, Mike, I haven't noticed. I mean, yeah, I mean, that took me by surprise. It seemed like a very baseless statement, to say the least, considering that I live and breathe in this particular market. I continuously am, I would say, the pulse of what's happening here, considering that we had just completed an incredibly successful Central States Numismatic show that highlighted some of the biggest, absolutely insane errors that you will come across. A lot of it coming from the Fred Weinberg collection. We even had, an off-center Morgan dollar that sold for a lot of money. I forgot the amount. It's somewhere north of $60,000, if I'm not mistaken. It might be a little bit less, a little bit more. Someone can possibly correct me on that. In addition to the mule Sacagawea dollar statehood quarter, coin that sold for well in excess of $100,000. So it doesn't seem like the market has crashed. Okay, there's no indicators whatsoever. As a matter of fact, I'm producing pocket change market reports coming out of my hoo-ha at twice a week, and I'm not seeing any slowdown. There are indicators in the market today that says otherwise. So when you look at some of the coins that me personally has always underperformed and have always been some of the most underwhelming errors, and I'll just go ahead and throw out a few different types. Lamination errors has always been kind of like the dog shit of the error world. Those coins, back as recently as 2-3 years ago, man, good luck trying to obtain 50 cents to a dollar for any of them. Unless it's a wild clamshell error or something to that effect. Clamshell, by the way, is a type of lamination that's split on the side. And you have, the coin, and it's split like this, but you still retain an obverse and reverse attached at the coin. Things like that, are kind of a one-off anomaly, and those certainly deserve the market as they come, come live on whatever auction circuit they show up on. But when you look at things like lamination errors, when you look at these kind of fringe kind of die chips, I would even throw BIE Lincoln Cents in the mix. And let's see, minor misaligned dies. And if we're talking about currency, the stuck digits, maybe there's going to be a note with a little over inking. When you look at these incredibly minor type of errors in the marketplace that used to sell barely for over face value, and now all of a sudden some of these coins are selling for $5, $10, $20, $30 a pop, it says a lot. I mean, how is the market performing otherwise if not for those sales, right? The coin market, I can tell you this right now, has not crashed. And when that time comes, I think we're not going to see so much as a crash as we're going to just see a flat line and probably a correction, because, again, this is not sustainable, ladies and gentlemen. That's why I am seriously making the pitch to a lot of you. If you have these coins in your collection and you don't care about them, or they don't fit into your collection, or if the money is so good that it is more of a benefit to go ahead and sell these right away, I would certainly do so. But I'm saying it with enough urgency because I firmly believe that we are in the midst of some sort of correction. Now, the only thing that's going to hold that up is going to really revolve around what the markets are going to do. Now, not so much the coin market, but the stock market. How is this whole inflation bit going to pan itself out? Are we going to continuously see things go up in price? Like I went to the store the other day and they're selling, 6 ice cream bars or, a tub of ice cream for like $8. And that's not even the fancy schmancy organic almond milk, blah, 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 whatever, which, by the way, I can't do. I can't do that type of ice cream, guys. Yeah, I'm not a gluten-free nut. Not yet, as you can tell. But when you see just basic consumer goods, and then the whole baby formula thing is heartbreaking too. When you're sitting here paying $5 for a loaf of bread, you're paying $6-7 for a gallon of milk. I'm like, shoot, 2 years ago, these were all cut in half. And even then, they were kind of going expensive, and we were all complaining about the price of a dozen eggs. It's like inflation is a real thing. And sooner or later, something is going to give. Okay, that dam is going to break, and then you have this tidal wave of just dirty water that's been sitting stagnant. It's going to come crashing down on the masses. It's only going to be a matter of time. It's going to get to a point where we could only tolerate paying $6 a gallon for gas, $7 a gallon for diesel, until we decide, we're just not going to take a damn vacation this year. All right? It's going to take a collective effort, much like it was in 2008, for people to just stop living. All right? And I'm not even going to go and say stop living, but we're going to, change it up a little bit. Sorry, my stand was about ready to fall off the edge of the desk here. But you guys get the big picture, right? Something catastrophic is going to happen. People invest and get into coins and precious metals because, I hate to sound like a broken record. I always do when I say this. But these assets are a hedge against inflation. And it's going to continue to live on as such. As we go on through our lives. We see it come in cycles, every 10, 12, 14 years, where, the market's correct and, everything tumbles. But in lieu of that, people are dumping money into coins and currency. The last time that we've seen unprecedented growth in numismatics and precious metals was in 2008, 2009, where people had to park their money somewhere. They couldn't trust keeping it at a bank. They couldn't trust keeping it into a retirement portfolio, things like that. So, yeah, obviously, things are going to get better in this crazy world that we're living in. But, as kind of a byproduct of it, we are going to see a slowdown in coin sales. We're going to see prices dip. I mean, how can you continuously pay, $80 to $100 for a Mint-State 62 Morgan dollar is beyond me. I think that there's a lot of FOMO play here for a lot of the coins, but at the same time, it's a very real thing that's happening in this world where people are driving, to the coin shop, or they're going online to pick up precious metals. And, that's just where we're at right now. No, so the error coin markets has certainly not tanked. I appreciate the hot take, Mike. But I responded to you earlier today without any sort of response, and until you could give me a quality explanation as to why you think the error coin had tanked. Again, there's a boatload of auction archives and eBay completed sales that you could drum through from just even the last 3 months, and you're going to see that it is it's not what you say it is. It's not what you say it is. As long as people are still paying $5, $10, $15, $20, $30 for every single nonsensical lamination penny, I'm gonna call BS on what you said. But yeah, I think we're living in a world where the money is really too good, and if you got it, you might as well sell it and hold on to the money or do something with it. Convert it over to PMs if it's reasonable, because the premiums on every sort of PM, from generics to the name brand US Mint or any other worldwide mint branded stuff, is still quite high. All right. And there's going to be manipulations within the market that's going to adjust that to a lot higher price. But that's why I wanted to kind of dispel the myth that Mike thinks that the coin error market has crashed, because I think it's just it's a baseless claim at this point. And I've demonstrated and illustrated all sorts of concrete evidence that is not true. But I don't need to upsell you guys on that fact. You guys see it. And a lot of my viewers, I've talked about your coins as these sold items on my Pocket Change Market Report. And by the way, I wanted to apologize to the gentleman that I talked about his 1943p doubled I sale. I had said that it was promoted as BU. Yeah, I'm wrong. I'm 100% wrong. He promoted it as an AU coin, and he said he had talked about it on social media. So my apologies. I am sorry to say that it was promoted as BU. It's a great coin and a fantastic sale. Congrats to you. But that's going to go ahead and do it. Would love to hear your thoughts. Do you think the coin market is tanking right now to extraordinary lengths? I would love to hear your thoughts on that one. This ought to be good. But yeah, I'm going to continue to sell my coins. I'm going to continue buying what I really want to get off of the free tendies that the coin market has been providing as of late. But yeah, you guys enjoy. Keep collecting what you want. Pay what you need to. And enjoy this hobby, because this is a hobby first and it's everything else second. All right. You guys take care. Have a good one. I'll see you on the next something video, right? See ya.